You don't know his name, but he's on your feed. Wrist iced out, car doors up, smile wide. The watch is rented, the trip is maxed out. The happiness, fabricated. Still, you wanted to be him. That flicker inside you? That quiet shame? That's how the system bills you. Not in dollars, in identity. You're not comparing things. You're comparing worth. You don't buy clothes anymore. You buy relief. You buy a moment of silence from the war in your head. Scroll, smile, sync. Every swipe is a transaction. Every like is borrowed validation. Social media isn't a window. It's a mirror maze. You're chasing reflections of people who are also pretending. The guy flexing the Benz, 2 credit cards maxed, 3 mental breakdowns deep. But hey, he posts every day. You're following a fantasy and paying for the privilege. The price? Yourself. No one uploads debt. No one filters panic attacks. But everyone's got both. This is the new poverty, being rich in the feed and bankrupt in the soul. The debt isn't financial, it's emotional, existential, addictive. And it grows every time you say, I need to look happy to feel enough. Until one day you stop pretending, you wake up, unlock your phone, scroll. Before your feet hit the floor, you already feel behind. She's in Bali. He just closed another deal. Your friend's face looks different. Your co-worker's wearing something expensive, and you're just awake. But suddenly you feel like a loser. Comparison isn't a glitch. It's the game. Social media is engineered for envy. It doesn't show you reality. It shows you what you lack. Every post is a trigger. Every story is a silent judgment. Every flex is a mirror saying, you're not enough. The algorithm knows you. It knows your cravings, your fears, your insecurities. It feeds you exactly what keeps you scrolling and spending. You're not addicted to content. You're addicted to who you wish you were, the version of yourself who has it all. But that version doesn't exist. Not for them. Not for you. They don't want the vacation. They want the reaction. You don't want the lifestyle. You want the approval. You don't envy the life. You envy the applause. So you fake it. You smile. You pose. You buy. You don't even know who you are anymore. You just know who you're supposed to look like. And while you drown in likes, the debt piles up. Financial, emotional, spiritual. All so you can keep up with people who are also faking it. Debt doesn't always come with interest rates. Sometimes it comes with expectations. To keep looking successful. To keep looking happy. Even when you're neither. You didn't buy a car. You bought a story. You bought an identity you can't afford to lose. Every flex is a promise. I'm still winning. And every promise has a price. You think it's just a purchase. It's not. It's a ritual, a sacrifice. You're trading peace for perception. The deeper you go into debt, the harder it is to admit you never had it together. So you double down. You keep posting. Keep smiling. Keep lying. Debt becomes your costume. It lets you stay in the role. But it also traps you in it. And slowly, your real self goes silent, buried under brand names and borrowed confidence. You're not trying to be rich. You're trying not to feel invisible. You're not buying things, you're buying attention, escape, distraction. But when the noise fades, you're left alone, with a phone, a bill, and a version of yourself you don't recognize. And the scariest part? You've convinced everyone, even you, that it's worth it. You're not in debt to the bank, you're in debt to your ego. And that interest compounds with every scroll. This isn't just about you, it's about the machine you're feeding. The system thrives on your discontent. It profits when you feel less. Every scroll is data. Every impulse is mapped. Every insecurity is a sales funnel. They don't need you to feel good. They need you to feel almost good. Good enough to hope, but never enough to stop consuming. You think you're browsing, but you're being studied, profiled, triggered, monetized. Those inspirational posts, strategic dopamine bait, those luxury influencers, sponsored shame delivery systems. The algorithm doesn't want truth. It wants engagement. It wants reaction. And nothing gets more clicks than envy, fear, and inadequacy. So the system feeds you flex culture, feeds you filtered lives, feeds you the illusion that you're behind and that buying is how you catch up. You're not the customer. You're the product. Your attention is the currency. Your emotional instability is the engine. And while you bleed credit, the system cashes in. While you sink deeper, they build skyscrapers. They've turned identity into inventory, insecurity into income, performance into profit. The truth? They don't care if you break. They just care that you keep scrolling. Breaking free won't feel like winning. It'll feel like losing everything you built. Because everything you built, there was a mask. Stepping back means stepping out of the spotlight. Less attention, less approval, less applause. But more of you. You'll look broke. You'll look boring. You'll look like you gave up. But what you really gave up was pretending. There's no glory in stopping the show, only silence, and in that silence, shame. Shame for what you bought into. Shame for who you thought you had to be. That's the price of healing. Grieving the version of yourself that only existed for other people. Saying no to consumption will hurt. It will feel like exile. But it's not exile. It's escape. Every time you resist the urge to flex, you reclaim a piece of your sanity, a moment of peace, a breath of real air. You start to remember who you were, before the brand deals, before the filters, before the debt. You learn that value doesn't scream, it doesn't sparkle, it just is. And maybe for the first time in years, you don't need an audience to feel real. That's the real flex. Peace that no one claps for, freedom no one sees. Worth that doesn't need a receipt. Turn off the lights, close the apps, mute the noise that told you who to be. Today you owe nothing. No post, no proof, no performance. There's no peace like being invisible and whole. No flex like being fully present, no currency like clarity. The world screams, "Show us your wins." You whisper back, "My real life matters more." That's not a comment. It's a spell, a ritual, a digital exorcism. Because real wealth doesn't glow on screens. It grows in silence. In laughter no one records. In moments that don't trend. You've been owned by your image long enough. Let it die. Let the likes fade. Let the story expire. You're not missing out. You're waking up. This is your exit. From the debt. From the hunger. From the algorithm that fed on your soul. If the flex is your prison, comment. My real life matters more. Then log off. Disappear. And finally begin.